Okay, today I will be rotating the tires. I'm going to show one side only actually being done, but I'm going to be doing both sides. Um, Depending whether it's front wheel drive or real drive, if you look and do some research, you put the front two tires straight back and the back ones crisscross to the front, or vice versa, depending if it's rear or front wheel drive. There's two patterns. But if they're directional tires, you actually swap on the same side. So different ways of doing it. What I'm going to do to make it easier for myself is going to be that I'm going to actually just pick up one side and go front to back and back to front, and then do the other side. To lift up the car on cars, most cars are like this. This is a Sienna. You're going to put your jack on a spot that's right here that has two little grooves, and it's like a beam. That's the spot. But either way, check with your manual for your the manufacturer specs. But this is where this car gets picked up by. And then I'm going to use a traditional scissor jack, but instead of using the little stick to turn it, what I have done is that I welded a nut. I cut off the little piece where the stick goes into, and I welded a big nut to it so I can go faster and do it with my impact gun. So it's a lot quicker. Same thing here, there's the two little grooves on the beam. And the tire's off the air. Now I'll leave that socket there. And let's take this one off here. In case that anyone wants to know, this is the Milwaukee impact gun, 1/2 inch, and it's the M18. My favorite. When I was gonna buy it, I did a lot of research between that one and the DeWalt, and I found out there's more foot-pound power on this one versus the Milwaukee. Then again, that was a couple of years ago. So at the time, it seemed like the most powerful one. So you can see, you don't have to, it's better than doing it by hand or even using an air impact gun. You gotta throw hoses around and turn on the compressor. Plus, when you go especially on a long trip, you might want to take an impact with you in case you break down on the side of the road. You don't have to be taking forever there doing it by hand. Let me see how this tire looks before I put it. Just checking for any bumps. Best thing is to put your feet under it for these tires and lift up put it in the right spot. Now that can be done with tires this size or smaller. If you're putting big tires like for lifted trucks and real heavy tires, that doesn't work. Or 20-inch tires, better off getting a long screwdriver and stick it under there, or some type of a big pry bar, something to do leverage and lift it up. But with medium or small tires, you get away with it with your feet. You want to put them all by hand to make sure you're not cross-threading anything, and then move it around so you can fall right in place. And then when you're gonna go tighten it up, of course, you're gonna go in a cross pattern. And even when you do a cross pattern, you don't tighten it all the way. You go little bit by little bit, so it could fall into place properly and not get kind of binded up. I'll show in a minute how I'll zoom in the camera on the other side, how I do it. But for sure, everything gets put on by hand. And that's to protect that cross threading, not messing up the actual thread of that lug. Then the cross pattern tightening is to not have the rim kind of binded in the wrong position and not be flat up against this hub. And when I get to that side, you'll be able to see. You'll see a hair going on the top, and I don't tighten it all the way. Kind of just move it around so you can fall into place. Very soft in a cross pattern, but I'll show it over there close up. So now I know everything is good. I can go now. Again, the cross pattern again, but giving it some power. Let me lower this side already, since I'm here. Let me put it away, all the way down. Okay. Now to this side. Let me zoom it in a little bit here. And fix this angle. So as I tighten it, I kind of move it into place because you want it to be perfectly flat and not end up getting tightened where it's not even. And here I go. Actually, I did too much. See? I don't like it to sound that impact sound because that means it's really tight. Just softly there. Going across, and you can go across when it's 5 lug like this one. You're never going to be able to go perfectly across like at a 6 or a 4. So you'll go like from this one to here or from this one to here, whichever one you pick one. Let's say I went to this one. Now the opposite of this one, it's not that one. It'll be because that one I already did. It's this one. And then over here, and then over here. So it doesn't matter where you start, just go across to one of the two. So for example, I'll start here now. I'll go to this one, and this one, and this one. And that's it. These two tires were rotated, and there you go. That was a quick video on the Nissan Sienna rotating the tires in the pattern of front, back, and back, front on the same side, which again, there's different patterns you could use. See you on the next one.